Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. If you are not in the free Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below. We just hit over 600 members and we are actually growing pretty fast. So if you're not in there, go join it. We're going to be going over SMT Divergence today. I had somebody comment on a recent video of mine and ask me to go over this. So here we are. We're going to be going over this. What is SMT? Smart money tool, smart money technique, whatever you want to call it, just call it SMT. It is when two correlated assets, so the NQ, the ES, also I'm going to try to work on not speaking as fast in my videos. SMT, NQ, ES, two correlated assets. It's when they break correlation and one of them takes a low or a high and the other one does not. So right here, let's say this over here is the NQ. We have a high, we have a low. NQ takes the high, displaces lower, boom, boom. However, the ES has the high, has the low, refuses to take that high, displaces lower, and then continues lower. Right here would be your SMT, when NQ takes that high and then displaces lower. Now there's multiple ways you can play this. You can play it on the turtle soup, so whenever NQ takes that high. Now if you play the turtle soup, you want to make sure that the ES is also trading inside of a higher time frame. My preferred would be fair value gap, higher time frame fair value gap or PD array, so you have a reason to even short the ES, right? Let's say your bias is bearish and we have an SMT and the ES is trading inside of a higher time frame PD array. You would most likely want to short ES because it is the weaker asset, but you can also play the NQ. It doesn't really matter, but that would be my preferred way on if you're going to play the turtle soup. Now, in a bullish scenario, so let's get rid of this. A bullish scenario would be we have a low, we have a high. Let's say this one takes the low and then displaces out and then goes higher. So right here on, let's say this is ES, this is the NQ. We do not take that low and then we continue higher. So right here would be your SMT. Now you can take the turtle soup or you can take the displacement leg, order block, fair value gap, whatever you want to do. Right here it comes down, fills out that imbalance, whatever it is, order block, and then continues higher. Now you might be saying, well, NQ took this high, right? You always have to have a relation to the draw on liquidity. If you have no draw on liquidity, you have no trade. So let's hop into the charts and show you what this would look like. So let's head over to Friday's price action because all morning we had an SMT. Now, when would you take that SMT? So if we head to the hourly chart, we have this hourly fair value gap on the NQ, and we have this hourly fair value gap on the ES. Now let's go down to the 5-minute chart. If we take a look right here, yeah, this is Friday's price action. If we take a look right here at 9:30 low, you can see my crosshairs on the left side of my screen as well. ES refuses to take that low. All morning, it refused to take this low. However, on the NQ, it was taking it out all morning. Now, like I said, you can take it on the soup, right? It's not always going to work out immediately, right? You would have been stuck in drawdown pretty much all morning. Or you can take the displacement leg right here. Now, why did this not work? Well, if we take a look at this high, we form an SMT, right? Like I said, are we in a higher time frame PD array? Head to the 15-minute. We are trading inside of a 15-minute fair value gap. Right here could be your soup, right? Like I said, you can take the soup or the PD array. If we go down to the 1-minute, however, there was no PD array that was tapped into. It just goes soup, 15-minute fair value gap, straight down, right? Don't take that low. I guess this would be your entry if you want to take it, but you would have a very wide stop. So, when does the bullish SMT work out? Right here, whenever we take this sell side level on the ES, still taking out that 9:30 low on the NQ, but this displacement leg right here finally is showing us that we're ready to rip, right? I was bullish on Friday. I just left after 10:30 or something because I was sick of watching it, so I didn't actually get to take this trade. But this displacement leg is more than likely to hold. Why? 930 low has been SMT'd all morning. We finally have taken a sell side level on the ES. Now we have zero bearish SMT. Boom. We have the same displacement leg on the ES, and then we finally deliver higher. So if you want to have your regular 2R like I usually do, you can have a stop down here or right here, and then go for this buy side or a strict 2R, which would be right around there. Boom. So that is why this displacement leg works and this one doesn't. We form that SMT inside of a higher time frame PD array, deliver lower, back down to this low, still inside of that hourly fair value gap, and then we deliver higher. Notice ES tapped right back into that fair value gap and then went higher. So the next example is right here. 4-hour chart on the ES over here on the right, NQ on the left. If we take a look at this low right here, you can see ES takes it, however NQ doesn't. Now what is holding NQ up and what allowed ES to go lower? Well, if we take a look right here, NQ had a change in the state of delivery right here. These order blocks are holding us to go up. These right here, these candles are holding us to go higher. Notice ES never had that change in the state of delivery. This is the last up close candle before a new, or down close candle before a new low, and then we never change the state of delivery, so we continue back down to that low, SMT that low. NQ NQ did change the state of delivery, so we hold these down close candles. So time frame alignment, we head down to the 15 minute. Like I said, you can take that first displacement leg right here. Notice there's no bearish SMT. This fair value gap should just get ran through, and right here, as you see, it just delivers us straight up. And if we want to go for our average 2R, you can have a stop down here at this low or at this wick. Probably prefer this low though, and then go for a 2R right around there, or you can go to this buy side. Notice ES has stacked equal highs, so these are more than likely going to get ran through. So right there, beautiful, beautiful SMT, and I just gave you the breakdown of why NQ refused to take that low right there, because we had a change in the state of delivery. So the next example, here we are on the hourly chart. All-time highs on the ES, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like it. Equal highs, they get ran in the morning session. Buy sides taken on the NQ. Now, we are inside of a higher time frame PD array. 4-hour major, this is just like a liquidity void. Major 4-hour imbalance, huge buy side taken, SMT at this high. So let's go to the 5 minute. SMT way up here. We probably could draw standard deviations. It hits -1.5. Bodies. Almost gets to -4. Anyways, SMT at that high. Buy sides taken. Big displacement lower. Now right here is another form of SMT. Fair value gap gets tapped into on the ES. NQ does not tap it. What is that? It's a lower time frame SMT. We can go down to that 1 minute chart. Why is the ES being weird? So we can go down to that 1 minute chart. Right here, take a look. Right here is a high on the NQ, where that 5 minute fair value gap would be. Right here is your SMT. Boom. SMT at this high. That would be your turtle soup. Short NQ. It does not any longer need to take those equal highs. Now, once again, NQ creates equal highs. ES takes them out. Another SMT inside of a fair value gap. Inside of a fair value gap. I didn't even see that. Why does ES take that high? There's no imbalance holding us lower. NQ has an imbalance, and then we deliver the whole way down to original consolidation over here. Now, before we get to that low, We tap into a 5-minute imbalance, 5-minute order block, and then we delivered down to those lows. So right there was a form of a higher time frame SMT paired with lower time frame SMTs. Right here at this 5-minute fair value gap, ES taps it, NQ does not. Right here at these highs, NQ does not take them, ES does. And then we have that 5-minute fair value gap, and then we deliver to original consolidation in the afternoon session. So right there was easy to spot SMTs. I don't know how much more simpler I could make it, but this is a very simple concept whenever you see one of the correlated assets take out a high or a low and the other one does not. So this is the video. Hope you enjoyed. Join the free Discord, drop a like, and I'll see you in another one. Peace.